all our users who are using our Orbit Intelligence platform to know or to tell them what new enhancements or what new updates happen in the last year 2023. And as we have already entered in the year of 2024, what are the new exciting features that we have planned in a pipeline for Orbit Intelligence, and what have been already rolled out in this month. So let's start with our today's webinar, which is titled as the Navigating the Latest Intelligence Updates. So that is what I just was trying to say, that I will be telling you what new updates that happen in Orbit Intelligence. But before going ahead, just quickly, sorry, I went ahead. So just quick introduction to myself. So yes, my name is Yogesh. I have joined you from India. I am a customer success executive for Questel. Uh, Fortunately, I got some chances to meet few of our users in Singapore and in Malaysia. So some of the attendees who have joined today might know me, or might I have met them. So that's my pleasure. I was able to meet some of our users over there. I've been associated with Questel for last 5 years now, and I usually take care of all trainings, demos associated to all the Questel products that we have, right from your patent searching to trademark searching, and also your management softwares as well. So this is just my short introduction, so that you get familiar with who I am, and also as I mentioned that I have met some of you, so some of you already know me. Okay, so what will be the agenda, or what we'll be discussing today in today's webinar is is very quickly to understand that what new things that happened in 2023. So you are the users of Orbit Intelligence, regular users. You might have already seen some of the options that we rolled out in 2023. Also, we are coming up with something known as Orbit Intelligence New Generation. So what is it? Just a very small introduction to it, and as per this rollout, what will be the new things, or what will be the new exciting enhancements that we have planned to roll out in 2024. At the end, yes, we'll be having some question and answer sessions. If the time permits us, definitely I would like to answer the queries raised by you. But nevertheless, in case if I am not able to answer all the queries for some reason, we will note it down, and we will definitely come back to you through an email and answer your questions. Also, just a quick update that the webinar is also been getting recorded. So just in case if any of your colleagues or partners haven't joined our today's webinar due to some prior commitments, no worries. If they have registered, they will receive the recording of this session. So with this, let's jump into our today's session. And to start with, just a quick glimpse into what new things that happen in details as well in the coming slides for these features. But just to understand, like in a pointers that we came up with, an integration of an AI to help you to quickly read a patent document. We also came up with a new advanced search form that we discontinued our previous design or UI of advanced search, and then we came up with this new one. We did some enhancements at the backend for the translations and the terms related to it, and you can search also. We also have an option wherein you can search with unitary patents, some legal status analyzer, prosecution pack. We implemented some non-patent literature and all those things. So let's see into this a couple of this into a little bit of details. So most interesting part and the most exciting thing that happened, and many of our users also liked it, was about the integration of a chat GPT in Orbit Intelligence. So basically what we have is, in a claims, you now see an auto summarize button, which helps to summarize your claims in a much simple language. So this is very helpful when a researcher or an analyst like you is looking into a patent document is which is a little bit of outside the expertise of the technology or expertise of yours, and you want to have a very quick, very simple summary of it. So claims can be automatically summarized using ChatGPT in a simple language. uh, Here, the very common question that we have got, and also one of the questions that was raised during the registration by one of the participant, is how good is this? How good is this summary page, and what is the data threat for it? Because it is using an open AI. So just to let you know, because it is using an open AI, it doesn't mean that it will share any of additional information, like what kind of a search was performed and what kind of a data was analyzed into this. It only analyzes what has been published in open domain, that is claims by the patent office, and it will try to only give you the summary of those claims for you. Apart from this, we also have but same option also gives you some technical explanations. So if you highlight any keyword from the claims and try to right click on it, it will give you two options. The first one is the technical explanation that helps you to understand what is the technical definition or the technical way of explaining that keyword. That can also be used through this integration. Moving on, we also have something known as definitions. So if you highlight again a part of a claim, that can be your independent claim or 3-4 claims, it will try to analyze what are the technical terms which has been mentioned in those paragraph or the highlighted part, and it will also give you the definition of those technical terms just for your understanding. So these three things can be achieved through our integration of a chat GPT. So first one was the summary, the second one is the technical explanation and the definitions. All these three things can right now only be done in claims. So the claims will have all these three options, and you can use this at your end when you're analyzing or when you're screening some patent records and which you think are very technically drafted in claims or maybe some little bit outside the expertise of your technology. Moving on, we also rolled out the new advanced search page, and this is very commonly used by all the users, so most of them do already know. Just a quick disclaimer, or maybe just a quick pointer. At the bottom of the page there is a manage field option, so just make sure that you click on that manage field and activate all the searching options that is available at your end. It has lots of searching options like your keyword based search, classification, assignees. You can optimize your field management, like you can change you can like in any of some options you don't use it regularly, you can just disable it, but we usually suggest you just make it enabled because it helps you to understand what kind of field search you can perform on this. So new advanced search has all these options available for you. We have designed it in a very simple way, and from most of our customers, we have taken their request how they want it, and we have designed it in this way. What we have also done is the command line option. We have changed it. So the command line earlier that we used to have is more of a expertise command line, wherein we have some users in Orbit who are using Orbit Intelligence for last 10 years, 20 years, and that's why they usually know all the command codes that they want to search with. But recently what we did is, with the new command line, we have make it as a suggestive command line, wherein you can also search for a field name and you'll get a command code for it, and then you can use those command codes to further refine your search and perform the searches in Orbit Intelligence. Then yes, the one more thing that is new in the advanced search form will be the translations. So you can search right now with some other languages. So right now we have tested it works for Chinese and Korean language or Japanese languages as well, wherein you can type down the keyword term and there is a suggestion button at the top. So if you activate the suggestion button, it will give you some translation of those keywords, and you can use those translations of whenever you're framing a query for yourself. One very interesting thing, and again much appreciated by our users was about the Unified Patent Code, or the UPC search. So again, most of you know that European Patent Office has come up with this unitary patent option, wherein you can wherein a signee or an applicant can go and file under UPC in Europe. So there is a filter option available for you in Orbit Intelligence Advanced Search page, wherein you can search with whether the unitary patent was registered or opted out or not opted out, or it was withdrawn. So all these options can be, you can limit your searches with all these options whenever you do the search with respect to European patents and you're looking for Unified Patent Code. So these are the, like, all four options I just explained, that you can use these restrictions whenever your searches, when you are doing these searches. It can also be applied in command line, so there are associated commands to it as well. Just in case if anyone wants to know, these commands can also be used in your command line. Then the most, again, very appreciated enhancement that happened in 2023 was the legal status analyzer. So the legal status analyzer is an option that you'll be able to see in under a legal status page, which you'll see the icon, like a hammer icon in the legal status in front of a patent number. Yes, right now it is available for patents which are published in limited countries that you can see on the screen, that is Germany, Canada, France, Australia, US, Japan, and other countries. It is very simple and easy to use. You have to just click on the legal status button, and it will give you a simple but an effective way to understand what is the legal event that is happening. Instead of a tabular format, it will be in a proper graphical representation, which is very simple to understand, that at what stage right now the patent documented is, and what will be the upcoming stages that the patent document can go through. And it is shareable via hyperlink to your researchers, or maybe to the to your managers who don't have an Orbit Intelligence account but still want to understand the legal status, or what is the legal events that is happening for their patent document. Okay, and sometimes giving them in a proper Excel format is a little bit tricky to understand. So that's why this will be a much simpler way to share this legal status with them and tell them, okay, at this stage right now your patent document is at, and this can be the upcoming stages if we follow all the document, if we follow all the office actions and everything correctly. So that was about the legal status analyzer. What we again added in our kitty was something known as this is an add-on which is known as a prosecution pack, wherein we also help with to understand what is the grant statistics, or what is the probability of your patent getting granted. Right now, this we cover it for US, Europe, and Japan. So in what way, what will be the probability of your patent is still pending, and what will be the probability of it is getting granted in all these countries. So we give you an analysis of it. So I'll show you how it looks like in our next slide. And one more thing in this add-on was also about the IDS generator, or the IDS analyzer. So wherein you can directly export your prior art search from Orbit Intelligence, and you can create an IDS for yourself, and that can be submitted further. So to start to talk about grant or examiner statistics, so what it is, as I mentioned, is based on US EP and Japan patent offices, and it's a statistical analysis for patents which has been processed by the art unit or by an examiner, wherein you can get the probability of a grant of your competitor applications or your own applications. It shows the possible future, or it shows, like, if you go through a certain steps, what will be the probability of the patent getting granted, where it will increase or decrease, and then accordingly you can make a decisions and adapt to the strategy, how you can how you want to go ahead with the applications which is available. In the same I just go back. In the same way, we also have an examiner statistics, wherein you can also see try to understand if there is an examiner associated with this particular application. You can also try to analyze what is the examiner's portfolio under him, how many patents have been granted, what in which technology the examiner has an expertise, and all those things can be seen. So on the page, once you click on grant statistics, you will be able to see this statistics, and there will be also an option to see the examiner's statistics as well. In the same add-on module, we have something known as an IDS generator. So this is an information disclosure analyzer, wherein you can add the prior arts that you have, and you can create a proper PDF file for yourself, and that can be used and that can be shared further. This is usually for your application, and it helps you to cite the next IDS that you have. The IDS generator also, as I mentioned, can be used to directly export, and then you can directly add the prior art information to in an official format, in a PDF format, and that can be generated like this in a PDF format, and that can be directly used for your in USPTO office. Okay. Uh, One more add-on module that we have is about the molecule search. So the molecule search, the algorithm at the backend was improved more, and we have indexed more molecules in this. So the advantage of having, if you're into a chemistry or a molecule search domain, we do have an option wherein we can perform searches with respect to the molecule structure drawing, or else you can enter the molecule name. The one of the advantages is, as we have indexed all the names, we do like, even if you search with a common name or a drug name or acronym or IUPAC name, it automatically search for all the possible combinations of the name, and then it will give you the result set. So it saves a lot of time. In this upcoming year, we have more enhancements planned for the chemistry, but last year, yes, that we have indexed more molecules in the name, and we have made it more comprehensive for your prior art searches. So I think yes. So this till here, we did talk about what enhancement that happened in the year 2023. Coming to the more exciting part, that is what will be what will be rolled out in 2024, and what will be the new enhancement features along with it that will be available for all the users on Orbit Intelligence. So just to quickly start with what, as I mentioned, that we are talking about some Orbit Intelligence new generation. So in new generation, what we'll be doing is we are coming up with a new search engine at the backend. So it will be more faster. Your search results will load more faster. If you are analyzing any patent records, your analysis will be loaded much easier, and it will also help us to add more features into Orbit Intelligence platform and integrate AI in some way, which will help you to analyze quickly your patent records, or maybe get more relevant patent records in a very short time. So in that, as is a new search engine, we have some very interesting features that we have lined up. That is, one of them is an image link. Then you have chemistry tab, which will be available if you have a molecule search option at your end. Some history features, some classification search options, improved structured fields, and all those things. So let's look into this, because this is where it gets more exciting, and because I'm very much excited to let you know that this is what we have planned and this is what will be available for you. To start with, the new search engine that I was talking about is the users that we already have for Orbit Intelligence will be migrated to this new search engine that we call as an Elasticsearch, which is much better structured, and it is very faster. And the speed for, like, it will increase the speed for your searching, displaying results, exports, analysis, as I was saying earlier. And we will be migrating most of our clients step by step, so it won't hamper your work. It won't be anything during the working hours. You will be migrated to this new platform, like without hampering your work. Okay, the major effort will be made to preserve the search language. So the searching options and everything will be the same. There won't be any change, any much more changes. Okay, with this, once you have moved, because this will start in the first quarter of this year, but once you've moved to the new search engine, what we'll be doing is, because of this also, as I mentioned, capability or ability to update all our patent documents more frequently. So earlier we used to have a weekly updates in Orbit platform. Now this will also help us to perform a simultaneous update. So this will be not weekly, but like twice or thrice in a week update that we'll be able to do in all our structures. So in a family environment, in a full pat environment, and a full text environment. So updates will be there simultaneously. Okay, so as soon as the documents arrive, we'll be able to update it. Then as a result of this, the information will be available for you much sooner and much quicker. So that is one of our one of our requirement that we got, that the update should be much quicker for all the users. So we wanted to achieve this for all of our users. And as I mentioned, yes, the updates will be like twice or thrice per week, depending on from which patent offices we're collecting this data. A very interesting thing. So once this will be automatically available for you. So once you have rolled up to the new Elasticsearch platform, or your account has been transferred, in an image option, you will be able to see image link option. So image link is you will be able to see the labels of the images. So it is very interesting for all the users who are from the engineering background, who always deal with very complex very complex inventions, wherein they more focus on the what kind of a component or a mechanical tool they are working on. So it will also have something known as an image link. So this will be wherein the image will be tagged with a number and its definition. So when you hover your mouse pointer or any of a number of an image on an image, it will give you what is the what it is tagged with, and where it is available in the description. So if you're simultaneously analyzing your if you're reading a description and you're simultaneously looking into an image, you'll be able to see where that component part is been mentioned in a description. It will be automatically highlighted for you once you take your mouse pointer on that number or on that image part. So this will be available for you automatically once you have shifted to the new generation intelligence. The next thing that we have is something known as a chemistry tab. So again, this will be available for the for the users who have an access to molecule search option or a chemistry search. So we will be having something known as a chemistry table, which will be incorporated into your tabs in your hit list, and this will help you to indicate the molecules which have been mentioned in a publication document. So apart from the molecule that you have searched, what are the other molecules which have been mentioned in the patent document, and you will be able to see those molecules in this field. So you can click on all the molecule names also to download the structure that has been mentioned, and then it will help you that if you have done a search with a single molecule name, what kind of a combination patents are there, and what kind of another molecules have been patented in this patent document. If it's a process along with this molecule, what molecule is being used, and in case if you're interested, as I mentioned, you can also download them at your end. The next thing will be again very much interesting and one of my favorite option, because many of our users have sent us a request for this enhancement, and I'm happy that we were able to do this, is about the search history page. So if you know, search history right now is active for only a single day. So if you log into next day with a new fresh session, the search history is blank. So sometimes it is difficult to come if you have done some combination searches, and if you want to rerun those searches from previous history, it won't work and it gives you an error, or it will give you some irrelevant patent document. So to remove this tricky part, what we have done is in the new search history, it will be available for 8 days, okay, along with your search steps. So it will be easy for you. If you have done any combination search in 2 days or 3 days back, you can rerun those. Plus, if you want to do some new combination searches, like if you want to combine some search steps, you can also do that. Also, it removes our limitation of 200 steps. So earlier we had an feature, like we had some drawback that in a search history, if more than 200 steps are done, so it used to give you an error and used to tell you that you have to delete some searches from your search history, then only you can perform new searches. So it is no longer that. So it won't be there won't be any error if you even exceed more than 200 steps in a search history. Okay, and as I mentioned, this search history will have an option wherein you can do the combination searches, and later on the same options to save those searches, to create strategies along it, and all those things will be available for you. Okay. So after this, uh, the new thing that now this is some features that are planned to be rolled out in upcoming quarter, maybe in the second or the third quarter of this year. The previous features that I've mentioned to you will be already available once you're shifted to the new Orbit Intelligence search engine. But these features, like one of them is IPC and ICPC classification code. That is what we have in our pipeline. So this is again very much interesting for most of our users who use advanced search field, and there is always a struggle to try to find out what are the relevant classification with respect to the technology. So you need to do some initial searches with keywords, try to find out those classifications and everything. But right now, what we are planning to do is some suggestion for your IPCs or CPC codes. So you can type down the keywords, and then it will suggest what are the classifications associated with it, and you will be able to perform you will be able to choose your classifications and use it in your search strings to refine your searches more effectively. So this classification code suggestion will be available in an advanced search form. Apart from that, you will be able to also see in an advanced search form what searches you have done, and the step-by-step process will be available on the right-hand side panel. So in case if you have done some two, three separate searches, you will be able to understand what separate searches you have done, and then on the advanced search panel itself on the right-hand side, you will be able to combine your search steps as well. So this is will be available right now. You can see on a new advanced search form on the right side, there is only a scope icon, but along with that, we'll be having a steps icon, which will let you know, okay, what searches you did in last 4 or 5 steps and what you're doing right now. And then in case if you want to combine any one of them, you'll be able to combine there itself. Also, one more again very much interesting feature that we have is you will be able to now search with the measurements as well, or with the numbers. So in case if you are looking in case if you want to perform a search with certain measurements like length or maybe weights or something, so you will be able to search with the measurements as well. So also this is very useful when you are into chemistry or a drug domain wherein you want to see a specific measurement was used to develop some drug or process or something. So you can enter those numbers and you can do the searches. uh, right now, like, we didn't had an option to search with special characters like percentage. Okay, so that is wherein we had one of our drawback. Now that can also be fulfilled, so you can search with percentage, units like millimeters or meters or centimeters or like something like those, degrees as well. You will be able to search with those specific measurements and numbers and ranges also. This is again very much important because you will be able to search with a range as well into your patent documents. So this is very again interesting feature which will be added into an advanced search form. Yes, now moving on to again one of the feature that we had already in Orbit Intelligence was an AI classifier. So some of our users already know because we had a discussion with them about AI classifier, but just to let you know what is an AI classifier is, it's an add-on module which can be added to your work file in Orbit Intelligence, which helps you to uh, categorize or classify patent documents into relevant and not relevant. And it's an AI, so you can train the AI as per your understanding of a technology, what is relevant to you and what is not relevant to you. Once you train an AI with some minimum document list, then you can run an AI classifier, and the AI will help you to classify the remaining set of patent documents into relevance and non-relevance. So that is what we already have in a patent document, and you can use it if you're dealing with lots of patent documents and it takes a lot of your time to screen those documents just to understand what is relevant to you, you can use an AI. So right now it is very binary or very black and white, that it will only look for relevant and not relevant patent documents and it will tag them. But what we have in a pipeline is multi-label classifier. So multi-label classifier is if you're dealing with, again, a lot of set of data, and especially in a landscape that you are categorizing those patent documents into certain categories or subdomains or sub-technologies, and you want an help of an AI to do that. So again, you can train an AI as per your requirement, that okay, these are the subcategories that I want to divide the patent documents into, and then you can tell an AI to do the remaining set of documents. So it will analyze those patent documents and then it will categorize into the domains or categories that you have suggested for the classification. So this will be a multi-label classifier that we intend to introduce or intend to roll out in this year, which will help most of our users when they deal with uh, huge set of patent documents usually delivered to them while the landscape report or maybe through alerts into the work files, and they can help an AI, they can take a help of an AI to classify those patent documents first into relevancy, and then those relevant patent documents can further later on be classified into the categories or subdomains that you're interested in. Lastly, what all this new search engine, all these new updates and everything will definitely help us to strengthen all the searching options and everything, and all the will improve the productivity of our users. Uh, at the end, we'll be also trying to update our text at the back end as well. So we are trying to incorporate more and more countries full text into our data. As I mentioned, the frequency of updates will also increase. So this will also help us to get very up-to-date informations and some complete quality data of some of the countries we will trying to improve. Some of the features that we have something more into pipeline will be to improve the filter options, so that whenever you perform a search, you get more options to perform do some filterizations, some alerts. So yes, I know many of our users do use alert option, but some management process into this. Some analysis options will also be trying to incorporate more analytical options into the analysis part, because to give you more competitive or to understand more of a landscape around the technology, we would like to give more of a graphical analytical options to all our users. So with this, I will come to end of all the discussion.